Now with that, I'd like to show you that the meter that I have here is working correctly. I'll hook it across one of these batteries. This is hooked to the, get these wires separated. You'll notice that I have this hooked where it's supposed to, the red showing the voltage. The negative is over here to the common. This is on the voltage. And what I'd like to do is take the positive, hook it to the positive side of this battery. I'd like to hook this to the negative side of this battery. And it's showing plus, and you'll notice the plus sign is way down, showing 223.5 volts. And the plus sign, you'll notice the manufacturer makes the plus sign very small because he says any competent engineer knows how to hook up the meter right, so I don't need to track his attention to it. But you'll notice something now. If I turn this around and I hook it up backwards, and I put the plus over here to the negative, and I take the minus and put it over here to the plus, then the manufacturer, he puts a big minus sign saying, hey stupid, you hooked it up backwards. And which all of us do. You know, I've done it, y'all have done it, and but they bring it to your attention. And you can see the meter's working correctly. And what I'd like to do is now fix this same meter to read the amperage. I'll put this over on 10 amps. I'm going to hook it to my motor. I've already got the positive side of this motor over here. I'm going to take it out just for a second here. I'm going to hook this to the negative side of my motor. Therefore, I want to hook the positive side of the meter because I'm going to hook the negative side of this meter to the negative side of this battery. I'm going to hook the positive side, therefore, to my motor. Put this in the, maybe if you'll pick that up for me and just hold it. This is under pressure, so you might have to stand up to see this. I hope you all can see it. Sure. Chris, could I get you to come around here and hold this motor for me, please? This thing vibrates so much as a reciprocating pump, it tends to want to back off backwards. Now you can see that this meter runs negative. And this meter will show that it checks itself while this is going on. And it goes anywhere from 100 to up to even to 300 milliamps negative. And you can tell that that is definitely under pressure. You know, the unit is definitely doing work. There's no way, and I have a standing offer, $10,000. I've been on the news with this, radio shows with this. Anybody in the world, bring me a conventional motor, put it under load, hook this meter to it, and make it run negative, I'll give $10,000. There ain't a man alive who will give me $10,000 that my motor will not do this. I've challenged it. I've been on radio shows about it. My honesty and business people who call me and the public who hear me said, Joe Newman, I don't even have to see this. I know you speak the truth by the vigor in your voice, and that you need to get this out. We all need it, and it will change humanity. I've always said that this is more to bring world peace. All the kings and queens and politicians who ever lived. And this is the new thing in history, that if James Clerk Maxwell and Faraday today existed, they would be very excited about and said, this man has done what I humbly asked y'all to do. And they had put their reputation on the line because at the time they were talking about the old theory. They said the old theory would cause its potential energy and does not give any mechanical explanation. And they were saying in our theories, we're saying this, that it's matter in motion, and we wish to be understood literally. And in Maxwell's original work, he uses the word momentum throughout it. You can't have momentum without matter in motion. The people who followed him didn't understand his brilliance, so they took out the word momentum, put in the word vector, and to this day they're teaching the same thing they were teaching back at Faraday's time and Maxwell's time, which they themselves ridiculed. This motor works exactly as they said it. They were implying it would work. They were saying if somebody takes our work and goes forward with it, they were implying you will come up with this, that it's matter in motion. It's like a river. You can tap into it. Stand on our shoulders, and we're begging you to go forward with this. I can let it run just as long as y'all want it to, or I can just...
The motor doesn't heat up, Joe.
Yeah, and the motor does not get hot at all. That's the other thing, because I don't use any current on a conventional motor, and in fact, every scientist who came to me and touched the wire, they said, "Maybe, Joe, the motor's getting cold." I said, "No, it's not." I said, "The brain's playing the trick on you, because every motor you've ever touched, even a little toy motor, gets warm, so you're expecting it to get hot, but it doesn't." And they wouldn't believe me though until I put a thermometer on it and show them it's still at room temperature. Because a piece of metal does normally feel colder, you know, than a desk or something when you touch it in a room. And it's easy to let your mind trick you if you have a fixed opinion in your mind. But every scientist who came there, when they touched the wire, that's what they'd say, Joe, your motor's getting cold. But it isn't. It just isn't getting hot because I don't have, it runs off the input is about 1.5 milliamps while this unit runs.